Happy holidays, folks. It's Doodly Squatch here. Got my boy Griffin with me in the studio.
Hello.
That's him. And we're gonna watch a doodle and we're gonna talk about it. So here we go.
Let's
go. So today I tried to do something different. I normally do a sketch in Photoshop, and then I will then ink and color it in Clip Studio. That's what we're watching right here. So this time I wanted to try and fiddle around with some other brushes and just try and take like a painterly approach to a drawing, where I'm just doing blocks of colors first and smearing them around, that sort of thing. Mostly because you improve by trying things that are hard. Isn't that right, son? So, what did you and your sister recently just try to draw?
We tried to draw hands.
And how'd that go?
Fine.
Yeah, I don't know. How did you feel about your hands?
It's just kind of wonky.
Yeah, but you still tried.
Yeah.
And you learned some things probably. Yeah, but my coworker Otis and I were talking about one of our favorite Adventure Time quotes, where Jake's talking about, the first step to being really great at something is sucking at something, basically, and with art, I'd say that's very true. Drawing this, I did not like it. It felt like a mushy mess, and the hardest thing was to just keep trying and keep fiddling with it. I think I ended up making like 8 or 9 different layers on this drawing. That's where I start a new layer, and because the smearing wouldn't it would mix too much with what was near it, so I would have to like make a new layer. So in my mind, it's kind of like letting the painting dry a little before doing it again. But I don't know. Drawing hands, according to a lot of artists, is like the hardest thing. So that's pretty cool that you and your sister were doing it just for funsies.
This kind of looks like handsome Squidward.
Handsome Squid. Yeah, he's got the cheekbones. He's got the nose. But I could tell you were a little frustrated working on hands. Yeah, you were worried.
I just like doing cartoonish things.
Yeah, and honestly, so do I. That's it's funny because I like to try and draw lots of different things, and then there's kind of what you're comfortable with. So that's why I usually draw monsters and things that don't have a real life reference to compare it to, because when you're drawing hands, everyone knows what a hand looks like.
Yeah.
And if they can look at it and just easily go, that doesn't look like a hand, or that looks like a weird hand. Whereas no one can look at this and go, well, that's not an Iceman. That's not what Icemen look like. But I think it's important to still try hard things. Your mom and I used to have people come over and we'd try and draw them, like real people. And that's not my speciality, but I still tried, and I'm happy with how it turned out. I've at least learned some things. The first art book that your great grandma gave me was a book of how to draw horses, and
like in Bluey.
Yeah, and so it's like I don't like horses, but I still did it. I sat down and figured out how to draw a horse, and it was kind of fun because it breaks it down into shapes. And now I can use those shapes. Horses have similar legs to like dragons, or I can draw a centaur, I can draw unicorns. So something that was at first not something I was interested in became something I was interested in. Like, I love your little Pumpkin character, and you and your friend have such interesting like lore and backstory on those guys, and I love that you guys have been doing it for so long that there's real story.
There's actual story.
Yeah, and for me that's kind of fun. I love drawing my own versions of your guys' stuff, and soda, and sharing that, with the world. Oh, drink break, yeah. Deal with that, editor. Mwaha, mwaha. But yeah, for me, drawing and doing art is always, it's okay to mess up. I think a lot of new and budding artists, they worry about like, oh, my sketchbook doesn't look great and I don't want to show it to people because it's not, polished and awesome, and it's not like a published art book and all that. And it's like your sketchbook is where you get messy and you
do whatever.
Yeah, you do. Some of my favorite drawings are from just scribbles on paper from work, and it's okay, because then you can take those, you can scan them, blow them up, make them huge, add stuff, all that jazz. Does this have a Christmassy feel, would you say? Sorta. I know, the red.
It's not really cold this Christmas.
Well, yeah, it feels like September outside right now. I don't think we're getting snow this year.
Yeah.
We'll see.
They'll try.
Maybe that's why I drew Jack Frost here in a firestorm. I don't know.
Why is he giving us a side eye?
No. Maybe he is. He heard what you said. He knows what you did. That's right. He heard he heard you've been talking smack.
No, I love arson.
Yeah, no. Yes, I know you love arson. That's one thing you and your little pumpkin character have in common.
Fire.
Yeah, that's why you don't get to play with fire. But this is when I started to lean into doing outlines. I was trying to do a painterly thing, but sometimes I just got to get back into what I'm good at. But I still feel like I learned a lot doing, fiddling with this guy. So Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
What are your hopes for Christmas? Boy.
I just like surprises.
I know, but what did you even have on your list?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember. Jeez. I'd say you've been notoriously hard to shop for Christmas, because
Yeah.
Either when you were younger you were so obsessed with pumpkins and Halloween, we had to like get stuff during Halloween to sort of save for Christmas. I remember one year you asked for like a pumpkin car, and the best we could find, we found a like Cinderella pumpkin carriage thing that we just made into a car.
I love that.
Yeah, and I'm glad we did it, because it made for a good story. Or when you wanted pumpkin shoes, we found those pumpkin bear slippers.
Yeah.
And that was a challenge. What did I want for Christmas? Yeah, see, the joy of adult Christmas is I don't really need anything.
Yeah. I helped write something that I think you would love.
Well, good. Don't tell me about it.
Yeah, I won't.
Don't you spoil nothing. Well, good. Yeah, I like that this year your sister got really into it and went out and got her own kind of gifts for you guys. Yep, shiny ice. That is one nice. I love doing metallic shiny things. I'm not great at it, but
neither am I.
There's an artist. He's a fantasy artist named Boris Vallejo. It's funny. He's a bodybuilder and a painter.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. Well, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
But
his
so
paintbrush is weighted.
Yeah. 10 kilogram paintbrush. No. But no, he's a big buff dude, and so he and I don't know if it was his wife or just a partner or something. Her name was Holly Bell, and
Ding ding ding.
yes, and they were both like bodybuilders and painters, and they like posed for each other for their paintings. So it's these fantasy things of these big buff dudes and buff ladies, and his thing was he made them like chrome, so that he painted shiny metals like this. And I remember getting an art book of theirs for Christmas when I was a teenager, and I got it, and your grandma's like, I don't know about this, because there's a lot of, buff, scantily clad ladies in it. I'm like, it's for the art, I swear. And no, but like I learned how to, do stuff like this ice just from, those books, and good old Boris Viejo, big buff man. It's funny because he had like gray hair. He's like had like kind of an old man face, but then just a shiny buff body, like
Jeez.
Massive guy. Weighted brushes. That's great. Oh man. Let's see. So what else has been going on this week that's been exciting? Or maybe not so exciting?
I don't know.
What's happened to our basement?
Oh yeah, speaking like, if we have asbestos in our basement, we have to be downstairs.
But we don't. Yeah, we don't have asbestos.
Okay.
So yay, yeah. So we had a flood in our basement, and they had to knock out some walls and remove carpet.
Yeah. Now our editor has to sleep on the couch.
Yep. Editor's sleeping on the couch. It's good prep for your future. Ha!
This is what college is gonna be like.
But we're making it work. We're able to still do Christmas and all that, but we're just in between waiting for they finished cleanup and dried everything, and now it's waiting for the excavation tomorrow. They're going to be digging in our yard tomorrow. We need to remove that chunk of fence. Oh, it's okay. We can keep talking.
Santa hat.
Santa hat. Yeah, VLC Media Player has a Santa hat.
Yep.
Gotta love it. I love VLC Media Player. It's so much better than Windows Media Player. Boom! Not sponsored. That's Anywho, so thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Son. Anywho, happy holidays. Have a good one, guys. See ya. Ta-ta! Confetti explosions, ducks, feathers. Do it, editor.